Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So, good Thursday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. This week, our partner for the Coffee with Craig daily news, as you probably know by now, is Tetris. And we have some if we mentioned it yesterday, we have some very interesting interviews with Anya Rebetska, who's their senior creative architect there at Tetris. And we actually did two interviews. So if you've seen one, take a look at the other one. We've got it's really, it's about reception areas and how they're all going to go virtual, and you won't need so many people to run the reception area or anyone. So very interesting to watch, and it was quite entertaining to do, and I learned something during it. We've launched the SCEE Retail Awards, which is taking place January 27th. Already several sponsors and many retailers already jumping on board, and where they kind of had a little bit of a break. Some of them, the other ones want to start expanding again. So, and a lot of them are looking at Poland. So we've already got several that are not here in Poland yet that are interested in entering the market. So they're going to come to our event, and you can hear from them and see what kind of space they want. But really a lot of fashion, a lot of new fashion, interesting things there. Also, our magazine that we're printing this month is our retail guide, big retail month, retail guide for MAPIC, which is going to be held in the end of November this year in Cannes. So if you've got some retail space, that you've got some space for opportunities for retailers to move into it, let us know. We definitely want to get you in this edition for MAPIC. We're the international media partner there, so of course, great distribution throughout the whole fair. We're hitting all the retailers and property owners will get a copy of our magazine. So we hope to see you there. If you're going to be at MAPIC, also let me know, because we definitely want to do a few interviews while we're there and just find out what people are doing after, in some cases, 2 years of not being in contact. So really good to see everything. Next week, we're transmitting from Austin, Texas, which will be a bit of fun. We are also, for Central Eastern Europe, media partner for the Texas CEE Tech Forum. And really what they've brought together is 100 U.S. companies that are interested in expanding to Central Eastern Europe, but on the tech side. So should be interesting and a good boost for the office market in Poland and Central Eastern Europe next year. We'll be meeting them all and talking to them about where to set up and which buildings, and they're looking for all kinds of, and also they're looking for HR people. So anyway, a lot of interesting stuff there. Then let's just jump on to our exciting commercial real estate news today with Winston Norman. Winston, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Craig.
Covering CE. So we'll take a little 20-second break and be right back with Winston Norman, Editor-in-Chief of EuropaProperty.com, and hitting the highlights of the news for the day. So welcome back. Winston, ready for action? Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. And we'll start today with some news from real estate investor NREP. They recently entered Poland in the logistics and residential markets. They're one of the Scandinavian region's biggest investors. So they're planning to be carbon neutral by 2028. So with COP26 actually on now, you're getting lots of companies pushing their decarbonisation agendas forward and announcing what they're going to be doing. And
2028's coming up.
2028 is not far away, and so they've got a lot of work, and they've got an ambitious kind of project that they're working on, and they've got some decarbonisation tools, and some of the things they're going to be doing is reducing the upfront embodied carbon by 33% from 2020. To new NREP developments, so they're hoping to reduce the carbon levels of their new developments, reducing at least 50% of operational carbon emissions from 2020 levels. All developments will undergo early stage life cycle analysis to enable design and material choices that significantly reduce embodied CO2 emissions, employing on-site and off-site renewables to generate carbon neutral electricity and heating, eliminating operational CO2 emissions. And also they're going to be adding extra initiatives like planting more trees and this type of thing. And furthermore, by 2025, this is quite interesting, the NREP, they say that they would have completed the ground-up development of 3 large-scale net zero innovation projects. And I think this is what we're really interested in. And these carbon-neutral building prototypes, there's going to be a residential, a logistics, and an office retrofit. And these will act as like benchmarks for their portfolio moving forwards. And obviously that will help, towards their 2028 goal.
Yeah, and you mentioned COP26. That was, I think, a great conference. The Prime Minister of India said they would be carbon neutral by 2070. So
yeah, they're really pushing it out there, and but people are taking notice of what India is saying. Yeah,
exactly.
And so this is good news for the environment. And just to close here, Claus Mathisen, he's the CEO of NREP. He says the scale of the climate emergency becomes more apparent with each part. The challenge should not be underestimated, but we know that real estate has an enormous role to play in the transition to a zero-carbon economy.
Excellent. Well, I guess we'll be hearing from them in the near future with these projects.
Moving to Romania, and in the logistics and industrial space, DTZ, Cushman & Wakefield Equinox, sorry.
Oh, okay.
They've announced that demand for logistics and industrial space has reached 562,000 square meters in the first 9 months of 2021, which is a slight decrease to the previous year of 3%, but only a slight decrease. But they say that demand for logistics remains solid. And in Q3, there was a total leasing activity of 2,002 square meters, 202,000 square meters, which is compared to 160,000 square meters for the first quarter. So it's rising for this year. Bucharest remains the preferred destination, no surprise there. And Timișoara, Brașov, and Cluj have also been very active markets. And according to Cushman & Wakefield Equinox, they say they're encouraged by the positive evolution of both consumption and industrial production. Developers are determined to extend their portfolios through new land or asset acquisitions. And as you may know, CTP and WDP are the dominant players in Romania. And they're present in 10 cities each, while VGP, Globalworth, and Element Industrial are also upping the developments in their platforms.
So a lot of them fighting it out.
Seems to be, I think. Yeah, it's a very kind of healthy market there.
Yeah, well, Romania is a strategic place for logistics, and I think at some point in the future, when the roads are built properly, it'll just take off. Yeah,
for sure, for sure. And finally, for today, and staying in the industrial and logistics sector, North Coast has signed a contract with MLP Group to lease 2,500 square meters at MLP Prushkov 2 Logistics Centre. The company's been working with MLP for 20 years. At present, the tenant operates from the MLP Prushkov 1 Logistics Centre, and they'll be moving into, in the second quarter of 2022, they'll be moving into the new facility. North Coast specialises in the distribution of quality food products coming from Italy, France, Spain, Greece, and England, and has more than 25 experience in the Central and Eastern European markets.
Well, quality food is always welcome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially in Poland.
In Poland, we're happy with any Italian quality food that can be brought in. We're happy to eat it.
Yep.
Was that it for the day?
Yeah, that's it for today.
All right. So, everybody, thank you very much for joining us. We're super happy with all of that we have over 8,000 viewers a week on a consistent basis on the news, and over 13,000 on the interviews, on the executive interviews that we're doing. So very exciting that's kind of growing every week. Okay, so CEE Retail Awards, January 27th. It's coming up quick. Let us know if you want to get involved. And of course, the SEE Awards in Romania that we do in Romania is, I'm already getting some questions on it, so I'm going to pitch that, is March 31st, of course, at the Radisson Hotel, where we always do, Radisson Blue Hotel in Romania, where we always do things. So that's the next two events. Next two major awards. We'll have a few little events in between, which we'll let you know about. Enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and we will see you on Friday morning. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.